Hey, hello. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Shar and this is Dollars into Dreams. And today we are going to set up our July monthly calendar with our bills on it, and we're also going to do our monthly budget. I do believe that I'm going to speed you guys up through me putting the calendar together. I'm going to show you what I got. I got a whole bunch of stickers and whatnot. So I'm going to use these date dots. I think I'm going to use the blue or the turquoise. I don't know which color exactly yet. I do have some quotes and some deco that I'm probably going to use. I am going to use these for my bills, and along with that I have several different bill due stickers. These ones I've made myself. These ones I've bought from a sticker shop. So these will go on top of the stickers. It's just a fun way to keep it interesting. Then I also have like a washi that I'm going to use at the top. I have some days of the week. And then I have some other deco, different things that I'm going to use. I have a whole bunch of stickers that I'm just trying to use up. So I have this, some flowers. I don't know if I'm going to use this. This was from our Valentine's kit. So we are going to get started, and I am going to plan like I normally do, and I'm going to speed you guys through this. And when I come back to do the monthly budget, then I'll talk to you guys and walk you through that. Okay, until then. Okay, so that is my monthly calendar. Um, Later on, I'll fill in like important things I need to do this month that affect my budget and my funds, like cruise payment. I put it here, but I'm not for sure exactly when I'm going to make that payment. Um, right now, I've marked 2 therapy sessions, but depending on what my therapist's schedule looks like, it might be 3 appointments. I have vacation this week. It really does not affect my budget because I get paid vacation time, so my check will be the same. Um, 4 financial goals that I want to do. Definitely want to do a no spend, low spend month, and then some meal ideas because depending on what I plan will affect what I spend for groceries and all of that. So now that we have our calendar set up, let's go and do our monthly budget. Okay. So I'm actually filming on a different setup because I'm filming on a different setup because my camera died on me and I actually just need to get this video filmed and I need to get it out. Sorry for any background noise, moving of the chairs, all of that. Like we got to get it so I can move on and finish a whole bunch of other things because I am currently on vacation right now. So this is for July 2025 and we have a 3 paycheck month. So I'm going to fill out all my sections and I will bring you guys back here in just a second. Okay, so it is a 3 paycheck month. And I'm estimating July is tricky because one paycheck or so the first paycheck in July and um, half of the second paycheck. So this first paycheck and then half of this paycheck is paid at the rate that I get paid now. Um, but then half of this check and this check is paid at the new rate, and I do believe it's a 2 or 3% increase. And we get an increase annually, so it always happens in July. And so it all depends on the days that you work in July. So starting July 1 is when the pay increase happens, and it always affects a check that is like part of June and part of July. So they split it out and do like one check at your regular rate up until June 30th, and then the other part from July 1st up until whenever that pay period ends at the new rate. So I am going to estimate $1,650 for all 3 paychecks because that is what I'm estimating for my summer pay at the rate that I'm getting paid now. So that will be $4,950 is what I'm estimating. And then it's $800 for my part-time job, and my part-time job is literally on the same schedule as my school pay, meaning from how the payroll dates are exact and when I get paid and what days fall into what pay period, and I get paid on the same day as I do the school. So that is very nice. So it's a 3 paycheck month for both my jobs, and that is amazing. So now other has changed because we are starting our payments for our cruise that we will do in 2026. And I have 3 children, and each of them are paying $80 per paycheck. So that's $240. They are they also get paid in the same week
as I do. So it's a 3 paycheck month for them as well. So 240 per paycheck from my children times 3 is $720. Two of my children are on my phone plan, so total they pay me $60 a month. So I'm estimating that I should get $780 from them. I do know that one of my children is trying to pay off her portion of the cruise really early. And so she's having me, when she can spare it, take double payments for her portion so she can get done sooner. So I've got to keep a spreadsheet and keep track of who paid what so I know when X, Y, and Z child is done making their payment. And so then rollover is always 0 is what we budget for. So total income will be $8,130 for the month. So I split up my mortgage and I do $700 per paycheck. I'm starting to do like $715 per paycheck because I know my property tax and insurance is likely going to increase. I won't know what that property tax increase is until they set their rates in September, but I'm not going to wait that long. So I'm just going to be proactive and I'm going to start putting, I've already made an extra escrow payment. So I'm going to start making more escrow payments. So if I do $715 for 2 checks, that's $1,430. I plan on, because I don't need to take a mortgage out for that very last check in July. So I plan on, my goal is to do an extra $250. And I'm going to put that $250 straight to escrow. And this check needs to cover from July 2nd to August 12th. So, Ameren, this is due on the 10th. And because we are covering the 12th or the July 2nd through August 12th, I need to make 2 payments to Ameren. I just got my July bill, and so I know it's $16.02, which is what it is during the summer because I don't use anything but hot water. And I thought they raised the rates, but I guess it doesn't affect when I'm not using heat. I don't know. So times 2, $32.04 is what our Ameren UE bill is going to be, and we're just going to do $33. Our utility bill is also going to be a double payment, and I've been budgeting $150, but I think I'm going to do $160 to be on the safe side. So, and this bill always comes in late, like really late. So $320 is what I'm going to budget for July. Car insurance will also be a double payment. This is due on the 13th, so I have it in July, and I'm going to go ahead and just plan on for August as well. So 144 times 2, so that's $288. Our internet is just one bill this month, that's $90. Peacock and Roku are both $8. And our cell phone is only one this month, $92. Our Fed tax is $120. I'm almost to the point of, I think in September-ish is when I'm going to start throwing all my extra money towards this to hopefully be done by like January. Apple storage, $3. In the WW app, we budget $12. And then the MyFICO app is $40. Apple Care, we budget $14, and then we budget $55 for a pest control. So our fixed bills this month Okay, so $2,763. Okay, so if I take $8,130 minus $2,763, that gives us $5,367 for the remaining of our other stuff. So for our variable, I've decided therapy and medication, each paycheck, I'm going to do 30 until I believe the end of August, and then I'll go back up to like my normal $50 and $60 a paycheck. So times 3, this is going to be 90. Medication will also be 90. My Quicksilver credit card, my base amount that I pay each paycheck is $125. Excuse me, and that is the amount that I choose, not what is owed each month. So this month we're going to do $375. Our Capital One, I have like this reoccurring bill that I'm doing right now, which is 50 a paycheck. So I'm going to do 100. We don't have anything on our Apple credit card. And then this is where that cruise payment is going to come in. And we're going to do $720. Okay, so our variable total is $1,375. If I take that minus $5,367 minus $1,375, that gives us a remaining of $3,992. So then over here to our cash wallet, I have scaled back on my groceries. And because we have a 3 paycheck month, in 1 week I am on vacation and it's just me, I'm going to scale it back even more, and I'm only going to do $150 for every 2 weeks. So that's going to be $450 this month. Home, I've changed that to $15, so that will be $45 this month. Fuel, I know 2 of the paychecks will be $160, so that's $320. But I am on vacation the first part of July, but we will be traveling. I took off to help my daughter look for a car, so there's a couple of major cities that we need to go to that are like an hour and a half away. And I've reserved maybe 2 or 3 days to look. Hopefully we get a good deal or something, 4th of July sale or something, I don't know. So I'm going to still leave that one. I'm going to add an extra 20, and I'm going to do, I'm going to add an extra 40. So I'm going to do 200. So I'm going to budget 520 for gas this month. Then spending, I'm only giving myself $40 a paycheck, so this will be $120. Eating out, I bumped this up just a little bit, so I'm going to do $90 for this month, and then miscellaneous will be $15. So total will be $1,240. And if I take that minus $3,992, that gives us $2,752 to go down here to our extra savings. I literally did like a backwards C. Okay, so $75 is automatic to home maintenance. So this month will be $225. And y'all, I just had a tree estimate. In one of my previous videos, I was discussing how I needed two trees that I needed to get taken down because I have 4 total. I really want 3 taken down. So to have 2 trees taken down, the stump grinded, the grindings removed, topsoil put in its place, one tree, a third tree to be pruned, is $3,800. But then there's a really huge tree like in my backyard. The problem with that tree, I need it trimmed up as well, but 2 of the branches are touching the power line. So I called the utility company to see if they could come at least just trim those 2 branches off of the power line, and then the tree company would, do the rest. Why did they tell me they don't have the equipment to get back there and do it? That was really odd to me. But they're willing to turn off the power to the line so that the tree people can trim it off. I don't know if that's a real thing, if we're just being lazy. I don't know. It's weird to me, but this is a small town, so I mean that is probably a thing. I guess I'm not for sure. So needless to say, thankfully I saved for this. I will still have to pull some money from some other savings that I have to pay this $3,800. But he did say whenever they figure out about the really big tree, if I really want that tree taken down, it's probably going to cost me like $3,200, which I expected because it's like really huge. But I'm going to start with the 2 that are closest to the house, is what they suggested, especially since one is dead, and we'll go from there. Okay, so continuing on, our ally is $10 each paycheck, so that is $30 this month. Our sinking funds, we budget $360 each paycheck, so that will be $1,080 this month. And then our buffer, I brought down from 50 each paycheck to 15 in the summer, so we're only going to do 45 this paycheck this month. Okay, so total for this section is $1,380. Subtract that from 2,752. That gives me a remaining of $1,372. Okay, so in the beginning part of my mortgage, I've already decided that $250 would be for escrow, right? But I'm hoping I can do, not hoping, I want to do an extra $175. So if I do an extra $175, then the remaining that I have left is $1,197 to go to that credit card to help me pay that off. Oh my God. I would be so happy to pay that off. Okay, so our total here is $1,380. So that leaves our remaining at 0. So if I come down here and do a recap, I know my income that I'm bringing in is $8,130. My expenses total $2,763. Our variable is $1,375. Cash envelopes or cash wallet is $1,240. Our savings is $1,380. And then our total extra debt payments will be $1,300. Is my math off? Oh, I wrote it wrong. Okay. Well, that's not going to look pretty, but that's okay. Okay, so this should be 1,372. That's so ugly. Okay, 1,372. So this should all equal 0 because we're not rolling anything over to the next month. So 8,130 minus 2,763 minus 1,375 minus 1,240 and minus 1,380 and minus 1,372. So a zero-based budget. So that is our budget for July. We have all of our bills together. I just dropped my calendar. We are good. And I was able to figure out how to print this double-sided. So when I put it in my planner, I'm not using a whole bunch of extra pages. Boom. And then I can come in and check off the, oh, wait a minute. Girl, where did that pen go? Did I drop it? Oh, here we go. Why did I not write these amounts in here? I don't know. Okay. If you're new here, I budget with even numbers. And then when I get my actual paycheck, then I budget with the actual numbers down to the cents. I think that's what that is. I don't know how I skipped over that. That is so weird to me. My mortgage is not $1,400, but that's what I choose to pay because that includes an extra payment each month to my principal. I'm not filling this in because I don't know what this is just yet. That bill won't come out till after July 1st, which is so weird to me. And our last one, this is 5418. Okay. While I'm here, no new debt. That is always the main goal each month. And then I want to do an extra, I'm hoping I can do an extra 1,300 to credit card. That would be nice. Okay. All right, guys, we are done. We've got our month set up. I hope that you stay to the end and I hope that you like this video. If you do, leave me a comment down below, like this video and subscribe. And until then, I hope you have a wonderful, beautiful, blessed day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.